Welcome YouTube, welcome to my channel. Well, it's been a while since I've recorded anything. That's a reason for that. Well, the reason is pretty simple. I'm gonna take you with me through the entire process of the why. So I'm organizing an event at the end of June, so 27 June till the 1st of July. We're going with a group to Ibiza to do some model shooting and just enjoy each other's company. And well, when you organize something like that, you have to go there up front to know the locations, know the possibilities about sunset, how the sun is turning, shadows, the good timings and the good locations which are not too busy because you don't want any tourists in the background when shooting images. We went there, we did location scouting, and on Thursday, like almost in the middle of the 9 days we went to a place called Cala d'Ort. We parked the car on the way there because we saw another beautiful bay we wanted to check out. So we parked the car, we went out, we wanted to take the camera gear which was in the trunk, and guess what? All the gear was gone. So the first idea was we forgot the backpacks in the hotel, so I started driving back. But I forgot that my gimbal, the Fujitech combined with the Canon G7X was also in the trunk. Just visible, I know, stupid. But it was there because it's easy access, you just grab it and go. So it was in the trunk, and my friend, he told me like, you know what, did they take that? So I stopped at the side, had a look in the trunk, and yeah, it was gone, so I know what time it was. So what was actually stolen? Stolen was my drone, my DJI, my Canon G7X, and my new gimbal, which is also not so cheap. So in the end, I was like, I lost the value of 1,400, 1,500 euros. That was my part. My friend had his Canon 5D Mark III with the 24-105 attached stolen, so that was a lot more expensive, the value. So yeah, I had the idea like, you know what, the drone I'm not gonna miss because I don't use it that often, but the vlogging camera is something I really needed. So the first thing I did when we came back was just order a new one. Still the same, the Canon G7X Mark II. And I immediately ordered the gimbal because stabilization of the footage is pretty important for me. So now I'm back up and running again, but yeah, it took me some time to get everything in order, working again, because for some weird reason the new Canon has some different features than the one I had before, even though it's the same brand, the same configuration and everything. So yeah, that's one of the things. And yeah, I just didn't have any shoots which are interesting enough to put online. Clients I had, but as we know, privacy and stuff, I don't film clients when I'm doing shoots. So yeah, that's one of the things. Now in this little vlog, it's just a quick update to mention that we will be back on a more regular base. I'm gonna try to do twice a week. So once just a normal vlog, and then a second time really a quick tip or anything Photoshop photography related, combined on education. Before we left for Ibiza, I've bought myself also an Eline ELB 500 TTL dual to go set. It's just like a battery pack from Eline, and it has two heads attached to it, 500 watt seconds, which can be used on TTL and symmetrical, meaning you can have an A port and a B port, which you can arrange in power separately from each other. In this vlog, in the end, you will see a little behind the scenes footage from a shoot I had for a client. It was a picture that has to be on one of his vans. He's a painter, and you will see Evelien getting totally thrown under the powder, and it took us a few shots because yeah, powder and sync speed and all those flash duration and all those goodies, they were all good, but getting the right shot and having the people throw the powder in the right way is not so easy. So it took us like 2 hours, I think, to get one final shot, and then it's still compositing, so taking parts from one image out of it and taking parts from the other image out of it. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I can tell you. I will be going back to Ibiza before the workshop because we went there and it was not so busy. So I got a feeling that it will be busier when we are going at the end of June. So I will be out from the 11th till the 15th. I'm gonna take the vlog camera again, but this time I'm not leaving anything in the car. I will take everything with me. I'm also looking into buying a new backpack, a day pack, which will be easier to carry everything with me. Because getting a backpack in a suitcase is pretty hard, especially when it has foam pre-applied in it, so you don't get it really flat. So for me, I have the Vanguard, I have a Low Pro, and I got a Think Tank. So I got those three already in the Think Tank, which is the shoulder bag. I can fit my camera with all the lenses because it's pretty heavy and you're allowed to take it with Ryanair. And you never ever put camera gear in you never check it in, so you never put it in the belly of the plane. You keep it with you at all times because you don't want any lenses to be broken because people are throwing with the luggage. So yeah, that was the quick update for this week. I know it's pretty long, I have no idea, let me see, 6 minutes or something, so that's still fine. Let's roll the behind the scenes footage from the shoot we had with Evelien and Eline. And enjoy, and then I hope to see you again somewhere next week or somewhere this week, depending on the time I have, with a quick tip and trick for in Photoshop. That's it for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, I'm back. So we've just seen a little behind the scene footage from the shoot we had with Evelien and Eline, which was for a client. The lights we've used in this set was just one unit, which was the, like I mentioned before, the new ELB 500 TTL from Eline with the two heads. They are at really low power. We got one on the left, we got one on the right to create some evenly lit images, because you don't want to have a lot of shadows going on in this kind of image if it has to be on a car wrap around the car. On the left side you can see the deep octa, 1 meter in diameter, with just regular diffusers. On the other side you have an indirect deep umbrella from Eline, also 1 meter with the diffusion sock attached to it. Those were the two we combined together to create the image you've seen in the end. Just keep in mind, the final image you've seen is a composite, so it means we've got the model on the picture, so we're looking for a base picture which has Evelien really nice on the picture in regards of expression, angle and all those things. And then later on I've took from different images, different smoke clouds, let's say it like that, and then I brushed it in with a custom made brush in Photoshop. I've made it at the size of my 46 megapixel camera, so a really big image, so they can still cut it if needed to adjust it to the car wrap on how and where she has to be. And then I've just mailed forward, backward between the client and myself to ask, do you want the powder effect to be more, or do you want the powder effect to be less? And there was a big train. So yeah, do you want the effect more, the effect less? Do you want more contrast, less contrast? Always keep in mind when you're doing this for a client, for a huge print, to make sure that the shadows are not too deep and the highlights are not blown out, because when they print it for an image, like for the car wrap, you don't want it to be blown out, because then when they print it, it has no details in it. Now, of course, the company that prints it, they will adjust the image as needed because they know what their printers can manage, but that's just something to keep in mind. So yeah, that was it again, and this time it's finally again. So yeah, that's it, and then I'll see you guys and girls probably somewhere this week. That's it. Ciao, ciao.